Hi, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the month of May 2025. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I am a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker, and I do monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as Instagram and TikTok. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right on into your reading. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so whatever comes up, okay? Spiritual team, Numinous Astro Deck, what messages do you have for the Libra Collective for May 2025? What messages do you have for the Libra Collective for May 2025? And Libras, also keep in mind that if you do happen to see this reading after May 2025, that is okay. It just means the message was meant to find you after. It's still somewhat of a timeless reading, so yeah, it can show up for you whenever you need to see it. All right. First, we have Scorpio, and it says the animal, which I personally take offense to because I am a Scorpio and I do not associate myself with being an animal, but I digress. So Scorpios are known for being transformative, intense, passionate, secretive, carnal, thorough, obsessive, intimate, primal, lusty, deep, eternal. Ooh, I like that one. Resourceful, mysterious, regenerative, compulsive, destructive, and sometimes manipulative. Oof. Harsh. All right, what else do we have? The North Node, which is the placement on the moon that rules destiny, soul school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience, North Star, process, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, and journey. Okay, interesting. Some of you guys may have your North Node in Scorpio. You also may have that in the third house, which is the house that rules speech, thoughts, social media, excursions, dating, siblings, research, street life or your local community, discussions, your social life, and short distance travel. Okay, what else do we have at the bottom of the deck? We have Aries. We may call Aries the radical here in this deck. Aries are known to be active, self-starters, daring, fierce, assertive, fiery, exhilarating, innocent, on a mission, bossy, sparky, courageous, selfish, macho, impulsive, argumentative, and competitive. Ooh, all right. So both Scorpio and Aries are ruled by the planet Mars. So you may have a very significant Mars placement, maybe in one of these signs. Maybe your third house is either in Aries or Scorpio, or you could have the North Node in one of these signs. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of almost fated conversations that are happening for you this month, or like meetings or social interactions where you just seem to click with people instantly for one reason or another. It just feels like kind of fate drew you guys together. You could be meeting a Scorpio or Aries that's significant in your life. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and just get into the tarot because I'm not picking up anything specific yet. Spiritual team, African Tarot, what messages do you have for the Libra Collective for May 2025? What messages do you have for the Libra Collective for May 2025? Whoop, let's see. Okay, these cards do tend to stick together, so give me a second to pull them apart. Or get them separated. Holy cow. Come on now. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. We have the Moon. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Cups reversed. Very interesting. I feel like there are some kind of how do I explain that? This is giving very Scorpio energy right off the bat with the moon and the Seven of Swords in reverse. It feels like maybe you have a Scorpio in life that seems a little mysterious, or just someone in general. They don't have to be a Scorpio, but this is definitely giving Scorpio mysteriousness because the moon talks about things that are hidden that we don't necessarily see on the surface. And then the Seven of Swords reverse is like someone kind of revealing their true intentions or thoughts or feelings on something that maybe they don't necessarily share with everybody, or they feel like they need to hide for one reason or another. So this energy is definitely giving like maybe someone opening up to you, or you opening up to someone else, or like someone kind of revealing something to you in a way. That could be really, yeah, it could be really beneficial for you in an odd way. We have the Page of Pentacles right next to those two cards. This could be the beginning of something really, I mean, solid for you, either like in terms of career, finances, stability, like physical stability, like where you live, your home. Like this could affect something in your physical world. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to understand here is these other two cards, the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Cups in reverse. I'm not really understanding what those are about. So I'm going to go ahead and just dive into the bottom of the deck and see what other messages I can get. So we have the Two of Swords. We have the King of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles reversed. We have the Strength card. Okay. And then we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay, some of you guys may have been struggling financially recently, or have been maybe feeling a little isolated socially. Some of you guys may literally get an invitation to like a secret party, like an underground rave, or like I don't know, something like exclusive also, which is random, may not be for everybody, but I feel like there is a chance encounter, like a once in a lifetime kind of encounter with someone, or an invitation from someone that like puts you in touch with a person that could change your literal life in a lot of ways, or that you may want to work with. Okay. Or this puts you in touch with a community of people that just, I think, gets you a little bit out of your comfort zone and gets you a little bit more open to exploring new thoughts or beliefs, or I don't know, just new aspects of yourself and your community around you. I'm going to leave that there. I'm getting so many different things, and like I see things clairvoyant. So when I see when I'm reading, I both hear things, clairaudient and clairvoyant. So I hear words or phrases, or I see things. I see pictures, or like movies in my mind of things. So if you see me doing a lot of this, I'm like kind of on sensory overload, which I am. There's a lot happening here, which I think may be a big reason why maybe you feel isolated. I feel like there's a lot of different things happening in your community or happening around you, and you may not either enjoy participating in these types of events or communities, or you just haven't really found like the right community or right niche in this community. And I feel like there is an opportunity, you're gonna get an invitation that's gonna kind of change your perspective on that in a lot of ways. Yeah, very interesting. We have two kings here. The King of Cups that's upright and the King of Pentacles that's reversed. And I don't know why the King of Pentacles is in reverse. But oh, you know what it is? I feel like okay. I feel like you're gonna meet someone that's gonna give you like a little nugget of wisdom or advice or something that kind of shows you what it is that you've been missing or getting wrong, or doing wrong in terms of pursuing a financial opportunity or a career path or something of that nature. Again, maybe getting into the housing market, I'm not really sure, but usually when I see pentacles, it's talking about our physical world. So again, this could be talking about how to get a car, how to get a house, how to get a new job, how to get into that career that you've been wanting to get into. Like it's just something that sparks a new way of approaching whatever it is that you're pursuing in your physical world. Does that make sense? I dig it. I really dig it. Interesting. And I think this wisdom or new friendship or connection just brings you some sort of like peace. It almost puts you at peace with this strength card. And I think it gives you that little extra oomph or motivation or resolve in order to keep pursuing, even though maybe that thing hasn't been working out for you over the last month, couple of months, year. I feel like this connection, this interaction really takes you on a whole new journey outside of this Five of Pentacles. That's why it's reversed. This is a whole, look, we have the Two of Wands right underneath all of that. And the Sun. I shouldn't be showing you this. I don't do this for other signs. And the Sun. This takes you on a whole new journey, a whole new path that brings you exactly what it is that you want. Yes, come on. Somebody in the zodiac signs needs to be getting some good news. And Libras, I'm happy that it's you guys. I love this. Okay, so take what resonates. I feel like again, there's going to be a fated interaction. There's going to be something very specific. So if you get invitations to go out and be social, I would say yes in the month of May. The month of May, I was doing the astrology report for the month of May, and there are a lot of really good, like, moments where people could meet the love of their life or get that piece of wisdom that they needed to make their business grow, or they just happen to connect with that hiring manager and gets them hired for their dream job. Like there's so much energy related to those fated moments and encounters or situations or events that could change people's lives. And clearly this is your sign to be a little bit more proactive, put yourself out there and just talk to people because you never know who you could end up meeting. It could change your life. I love it. Okay. All right, Libras. I am going to go ahead and leave it there. And I'm going to go ahead and pull from a couple of other oracle decks to close out the reading for you guys. These are usually shorter readings at the beginning of the month, but if you want a longer reading that does both love and a general reading, I do a mid-month check-in for the top 3 signs that engage with my videos. So leave a like, leave a comment, share, whatever it is to let me know that you engaged with this video, you like this video, and you want to see another reading for your sign. All right, spiritual team. Numerology Manifestation Oracle cards. What additional messages do you have for the Libra Collective for May 2025? What additional messages do you have for the Libra Collective for May 2025? I had a card that jumped out of the deck, flipped over, and it's the full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. I wish I was making this up. Take action. Put yourselves out there. Like, big yourself up. Go to that party that your friend invited you to that you don't want to go to. You might meet someone super important. Okay? You could be missing out on a huge opportunity, so just do it. Go. What else do we have? First quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. Yo. For a lot of you, this is business or career related. Like, this could be a leadership opportunity. This could be an opportunity. Oh, it may push you outside of your comfort zone. It may scare the shit out of you, but I mean, this could be huge for you. Could be huge. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. What next? New moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like this strength card talked about like a sense of peace for me. It was like just understanding that the process, like trusting the process for you guys is going to be easier because you know that now you had what it is that you're missing in order to make this goal happen or dream happen. All right, and finally at the bottom of the deck, we have the full moon in Libra. Find a balance. Okay, so maybe this is just like a small tweak to what it is that you've already been doing. Yeah, or finding like that balance between like being a little bit more social and being more private if that's your steez. Um, but yeah, like yeah. I feel like also because we have Scorpio and Aries here, which are ruled by Mars, um, you may also be called to find a balance in terms of how you speak to people. Yes, I will say be bold, be confident, go after what it is you want, but also, you know, just beware that sometimes Mars energy, especially if that's hitting your third house, like could come across as very aggressive. So you want to be mindful that like you're being confident, you're being assertive, but not aggressive or self centered or, you know, too direct and too brash. Does that make sense? Like two doing a lot. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But we're gonna go ahead and close out the reading with one final deck, Spiritual Team, Daily Crystal Inspiration. What final messages do you have for the Libra Collective for May 2025? What final messages do you have for the Libra Collective for May 2025? What you got? Okay, we got Shungite, detox your life. Interesting. Okay. So I didn't get anything necessarily about detoxing, but it could talk about detoxing preconceived notions or ideas about, you know, hanging out with certain communities or crowds. Could also talk about detoxing certain preconceived notions or ideas of how to be successful in something. You may need to get rid of some things that have not been working for you based on someone's advice or an interaction with someone. Okay, what else do we have? Blue lace agate, find your calm. Okay. Excuse me. So that kind of brings me back to this card that said find a balance. Okay, find your calm, find your chill when necessary. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you, Mars may be transiting your third house soon. Mars, I believe, is in Leo at this time. So maybe you guys have Leo in your third house. Um, or you have, again, Scorpio and Aries ruling your third house. Because whatever Mars does can impact those houses where the signs that have Mars as a planetary ruler are also impacted. So if even though Leo may be in your seventh house, maybe um, Mars transiting through Leo is still activating the houses that have Scorpio and Aries in them, which may be in your third house somewhere. Okay. So all that to say, keep your communication and yeah, keep your communication balanced. Keep it in balance. Find your chill. Okay. It's good to be bold and assertive and all of that, like I said, but also like know when to take it easy, when to chill a little bit, and not to be like as boisterous or as like assertive in certain situations. Okay. And finally, at the bottom of the deck, we have Celestite, Soothe Your Soul. Yeah, so both of these cards, actually, the Blue Lace Agate and the Celestite, are really good for clear thinking, focus, and soothing anxieties or fears. Okay, so for those of you where like you've been having anxiety around this situation, like something like a blue lace agate or a celestite could be a really good way to kind of ease that anxiety if you have social anxiety or things like that. I usually keep a piece of celestite near me when I'm doing readings because it helps me get my thoughts together and it helps me speak a little bit more clearly and linearly because sometimes I tend to get a little lost in the sauce when I talk. So celestite is really, really good for keeping yourself on track and keeping yourself kind of mellow and clear headed. But anyways, Libras, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading, if it resonated with you, and maybe share with another Libra if you think it might resonate with them. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in person. If you want to see more content from me, I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, and you can find my handles below in the description box. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate the support. I really hope to see you guys next time. And until then, stay safe, healthy, and blessed. Bye.